Welcome to the Ben King Show. Sorry I can't post a video right now. But yeah. Today I'm going to be talking about Hopsin. Now, as you know, most of you may know him from the BET Hip Hop Awards and everything. You might have seen one of his videos on YouTube called Ill Minds. Yeah, I've been keeping up with that lately. I've been listening to some of his music and everything. Yeah. He's a very, very talented and gifted rapper. I'll give him that. So far he could surpass a lot of people in my book. But I won't put him at the top, of course. I won't even say he's better than Tupac. I mean, some people are going way too far with that. But yeah, I'll say this though. He is what I'll call I'll at least put him right now. Yes, I'll put him in the top 10 of being one of the best rappers out right now. But to tell the truth though, and I'm going to be frank with a lot of you, the dude, he has some serious and raw talent, and I believe that. His problem is the fact that, he feels like he needs to diss every rapper and everything. I mean,
What?
Oh, nothing.
You Spanish?
No, ma'am, I'm recording. Sorry about that. But getting back to my point though, he feels like he needs to diss every rapper, and that's his problem. What he really needs to do is that if he wants to blow up, I think he needs to leave the whole dissing thing aside. And if he doesn't stop it, he's gonna still keep in that small 20. I believe he could get up. With how good he is, he can really rise up. He could really, really rise. But what's really holding him back and not making a lot of people appreciate him and like him and follow him more is the fact that he disses a lot of rappers. And to tell the truth, if he could stop it for a minute, I believe he could really have a lot of work coming into mind. Like, for the rappers who are not as, I listen to all forms of rappers, don't get me wrong, but he is one of the best. I don't totally agree with him dissing on most of these rappers, to tell the truth. But, I mean, to tell the truth, I do agree with his positive messages, though. But I don't agree with his dissing, though. Like, for real. It was made no sense in order to go on and diss Drake and Lil Wayne and Rick Ross and Soulja Boy indefinitely. He had no business dissing Lupe. I mean, for real, I'm not even trying to, say anything towards him, but the dude has some raw talent, and I do believe that. Thing is that I believe that if he could stop all this dissing and everything, he could rise. He could really rise. And maybe he could influence some of these other rappers. I don't know. But if he doesn't watch out, if he disses the wrong person, and he already has a small career, if he disses the wrong person, he's really gonna get it. 'Cause right now he's small, but don't get me wrong, there is gonna come a time where, I believe he could do it faster personally, as I said, but there is gonna come a time where he's gonna rise up, and when he starts doing that dissing, more dissing and everything, and he disses the wrong person, he's gonna get some problems. 'Cause it's gonna be like this, man. This is how I'm gonna tell it to you, right? If he disses someone like Kanye West, let's think about that right quick. Kanye West, he is also a part of the top 10. He's lyrical. He is creative. He's very artistic. He has his own group that will and won't hesitate to back him up. I'm sure of it, especially Pusha T. And Pusha T is lyrical as well. And don't forget, he has the help of Jay-Z and Common. I mean, these are very huge factors. And plus, he has veterans in his group, lyrical veterans. And if you put all this together, that is a serious problem for him. Like, for example, I'll tell it to you like this. If he disses Kanye, we're talking about a really big deal. I mean, I don't even think Funk Volume, his label, will be ready for something that big all by itself. Because we're talking about this dude, he has a very versatile group. He has, as I said, lyrical veterans. We're talking about like Jay-Z, Common, even though they're not part of his label, but they still side with him. And then but in his label, we have Kid Cudi. We also have what's his name? He's one of my favorite rappers. Mos Def. We're talking about people that will literally strike him, and this dude, he just won't be prepared for that. Now, if he can stop all this dissing for a minute, I believe he can really and sincerely make it. He can probably rise to the top. He could have people listening to him, because I believe he has messages that people need to be listening to him on. But sadly, I don't think they'll stop. So, I don't know. For example, I'm going to take it for example. If you got someone like Kendrick Lamar, if he was like Kendrick Lamar, I believe he could really make it, because Kendrick Lamar, he is very talented. He is definitely in my top 10. I believe he is above, he, to me, is above Hopsin, because Kendrick Lamar gets more in depth with what he talks about. Very, very in depth. He has more deeper issues to talk about. He's a storyteller. He talks about some real stuff, like if you have ever heard one of his songs, the whole album, the whole what is it called? The whole Good Kid, Mad City album was very, very good. Very, very good. Also was the Section 80 album. That was a very good album. All of them were storytelling albums. If you can, I recommend you get that. Another thing, I believe that Hopsin has some very, very good talent that needs to be molded. And he does talk about some real stuff, and I believe what he talks about. But this dude, he's just not ready to be dissing so early. Soulja Boy, yeah, he can diss him. Soulja Boy, he's a fun rapper. But I disagree with him about talking about he's contemplating on ending his career. But personally, to me, he's letting sort of his abilities get ahead of him. So I think he needs to watch out for that. Because if he does, I won't even lie, even if he does something like that to Lil Wayne, even though, that's your decision, but even they could easily over destroy his career just by the simple fact that they're famous. Just like that. And Busta Rhymes even, and if you pay attention, all these people that I just listed, we have two major things that play against him right now if he started getting into the big leagues and was dissed on. We're talking about if he disses on Nicki Minaj and he got really, really big. That's going to be a really bad thing for him. Because we're talking about you guys are probably looking at like, oh, he has nothing to worry about because, Young Money's corny and everything. Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm going to tell it to you like this. There are 4 people in Young Money that you guys are overlooking. First off is Busta Rhymes, a lyrical legend. That's first. Lil Wayne, even though he is fallen off a bit, he's still a big deal. Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has the ability to end all of WMG by herself, believe it or not, without either the rest of Young Money's help. She could have that ability. She has it, because if you hear her on a song called Monster, really, she is no joke. And then Drake. You all are like, these are lame rappers. These people don't really care about beefs. You wanna know why? Because they're rich. They have nothing to care about. So, I mean, all they're worried about is making money. Hopsin, I believe he can make it, as I said, but he needs to watch out. Take it more to the Kendrick Lamar approach. That's my thing about him. So, that's all I gotta say right now. And please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Check under the page in my description. And if you would like to follow me, please follow me. So, goodbye. See you. And thanks for listening. And I'll have more videos out. This was a recording, of course. So, bye.
Maybach music.
I apologize, I don't recollect your name.
Oh baby, I don't know your
Let
name.
me tell you that them heels really compliment your frame.